It's October the 10th, and this is your Pacific Palisades Real Estate Market Update. I'm James Respondek with Rodeo Realty. I've sold hundreds of homes to generations of Palisadians. Here is this week's important market activity. There are 285 listings in the Palisades right now. 206 of those are land listings and 79 are existing homes. Since the fire, we've sold 307 listings. 248 of those are land listings and 59 are homes, existing homes. There are 50 in escrow right now, 38 are land, and 12 are existing homes. By the way, fun fact, the average price per square foot of the land listings that are selling, $265 a foot. The average price for homes, existing homes, a little over 6 million, almost 6.1. Don't be fooled, most of those are in the Riviera. That's why that price is driving up there. Let's go to the Alphabet Streets land listings. 14 active listings right now. We've sold 67, 5 are in escrow. The average price per square foot in the Alphabets, $285 a foot. So just sold 1130 Fisk Street. That's a 6,500 square foot lot. Now look at this. This sold for $1,850,000. They put it on the market at $1,700,000. So you can see you can't really underprice if you put it on the market long enough. The market's going to find itself. It sold for $1,850,000. That was a nice price for that. Also just sold 1039 Hartzell Street. That's a 5,200 square foot lot. Now that sold for $1,585,000 or $305 a foot. So sold a little bit higher. The reason is sometimes the smaller the lot, the little bit more it's going to be per square foot. And that's Hartzell, which is my favorite, wider street there. Just went into escrow, 1011 Hartzell Street also. Great street. That's asking $1,745, a 5,200 square footer, and that's asking $335 a foot. So feels a little high. Let's see where that closes. Should be closer to $3,000. 1130 Kagawa just went into escrow. It's a 6,000, almost 6,000 square foot lot. Now that's $1,750,000 as well, and that's at $294 a foot. So you can see, we'll see how those two compare when they close. By the way, that's a bigger lot. Look at this, 14511 Sunset Boulevard. Wow, 7,000 square foot lot asking $749. Let's see where that closes. All right, and lastly, 1024 Kagawa Street, a 7124 square foot lot, asking $1,900 or $266 a foot. Now that's priced very well for that size lot. Let's go to the above the Alphabet Street land listings. There are 20 listings right now on the market. 11 have sold since the fire. 1's in escrow. The average price $248. Now that is a little harder to actually determine as the real number because a lot of these lots are hillside, so you have some flat, some not, some with big views, and so on. So let's go to 15214 McKendree Street. That is a 7140 square foot lot, okay, listed at almost $4 million. Why is that? A couple of reasons. Amazing views, because it's one of the most upper streets there above the Alphabet Street, so killer views. And it had a good sized house on it, 6,350 square foot. So you add 10% to that, you can build a really good sized house there. Let's go to 14902 McKendree. Now this is an 8,753 square foot lot, listed at $4 million. Fun fact here, it's sold in March, which is post-fire, of course, for $3,200. Okay, well, they were trying to turn a little profit here. Let's see how much they can get. 14912 McKendree, which is right next door, 8439. Same people, I'm assuming. It's right at the same time. Also sold in March for $2,950. Now on the market, $4 million. All right, 14706 Oracle Place is on the market for $3.4 million, roughly. It's 11,000 square foot lot. This is up above the alphabet streets, but it's a sneaky little, like its own little separate canyon you access there off of Pesquinta, off of Chautauqua. Now this one is, you go back up a hill again, and then it's at the end of a cul-de-sac, so it actually has pretty darn nice views. I like that one. Okay, next, Village Bluffs land listings, okay? 29 listings on the market right now. 37 have sold since the fire. 8 are in escrow. Very active there right now. And the average price per square foot, $295. Just sold 320 Mount Holyoke. So now this is like probably just one house back, I think, from the front row of Via de las Olas. So it's really close to the bluffs. Not sure, I don't think you get a lot of views there. You probably do right now because there's nothing across the street. That's not even funny, is it? So, 7628 square foot lot sold for $2,525 or $331 a foot. I think that's probably about right there. I feel pretty good about that price point because you can stroll right to the bluffs. Just listed 419 Lombard Street, 8283 square foot lot, and it's listed for $3.2 million. This is, I sold a house right behind this years ago, so it's a little gated little cul-de-sac, but this is right outside of it, but it's a great little pocket there. I think it's a wonderful little pocket. So that's coming in at $386 a foot. Could be a little on the pricey side, but again, I love that little pocket. 336 Via de la Paz just listed for $2,950 or $393 a foot. That is a 7,500 square foot lot. Now 336 Via, again, a really nice location because it's very close to the bluffs. Okay, just went into escrow, 543 Radcliffe Street. Now this had been on for a bit, started at much higher prices. And now it's in escrow. It was asking $2.7 million, 17, almost 18,000 square foot lot. But you know what was flat? 10,000. But a really nice kind of canyon feel down there. So we'll see what that closes at. 15419 Via de las Olas is in escrow, asking $4,750. Now that is right on the front row. Okay, so great. Fabulous views, 7267 square foot lot, and that's coming in at $654 a foot. So seems really pricey, but being on the front row is kind of priceless. Okay. Next, 15303 Friend Street is in escrow. That's asking $3,850. It's a over 10,000 square foot lot, and that's coming in at $375 a foot. So we'll see where that closes. 426 Swarthmore is asking $2.1 million. It's a 5448 square foot lot, so not huge, but a really nice location. $385 a foot. Again, nice location. Why? Because it's just a very short stroll to the bluffs. So enjoy those sunsets and sunrises and fun stuff down there. And also, just went into escrow 15257 DePauw, listed at $2,750 or $367 a foot, 7,500 square foot lot. That's not too bad. I like that because it's, again, on the canyon there, right above that nice park that they just finished not too long ago. 15309 Friend Street is in escrow. That's a $2,550 lot, and that is... you know what? That's right next door to 15303 Friend Street, all right, which is in escrow at $3,850. Those are contiguous lots. So, you know, you're going to end up with a really nice sized, you know, luxury lot right there. Let's go to the Huntington land listings. 7 listings on the market right now in there for land. 25 have sold since the fire and 3 are in escrow. Average price per square foot in there, $433 a square foot. Just sold 856 Toyopa Street, and that is, excuse me, that is an 8,000 square foot lot. It's just sold for 2,850. Wow, that's a fabulous price. 354 a foot. Okay. Okay, that's pretty nice. It's actually close to the village. It is on the Sunset side of Toyopa, so you're going to have a little more exposure to Sunset, but you still have another house in between you, so it's not the end of the world. All right, another one just sold right there on Toyopa, 750 Toyopa, an 8,000 square foot lot also sold for 2,920 or 372 a foot. That's an even better price per square foot. No, 363 a foot, I'm sorry. And we have just listed 574 Chapala. That's Chapala in the corner of Chapala and Pampas Ricas. Big lot, 15,000 square foot lot. Listed for 6.5. That's 432 a foot. So a little pricier, but a nice deep location in the Huntington on the corner of that Pampas Ricas Boulevard. Pretty nice. So I kind of like it. I like it. The price point is probably just on the high side, but we'll see. All right, and just went into escrow, 730 Toyopa, also on the Sunset side of Toyopa, so that's not terrible, but not. I like the other side a little bit better. And this is asking 3,250 or 384 a foot. Let's see, it's an 8471 square foot lot. Let's see where that closes. Huntington single family listings, 2 active listings in there right now. 4 have sold since the fire, 2 are in escrow, and just sold 720 Chapala. And that is sold for $4,262,000 or I'm sorry, that is actually a home. Okay, so you know what? That house is this classic old Spanish. So that had some real value to the right buyer, of course. Not everybody wants that, but it had some. It was a nice feel. That lot's 8,500 square feet, and the house was close to 3,500 square feet. So hopefully they keep it kind of nice, you know, have a little soft spot for those classics. All right, just listed 14952 Alva Street. That is listed for almost $14 million, $13,850. It's a 6,800 square foot, totally redone and beautifully done home on a 12,235 square foot lot. And, you know, I like it. It was originally a 1985 house. Is $14 million the right price for that? Might be a little on the rich side, but we'll see what happens. And just went into escrow, 2 properties side by side, 219 Chautauqua and 14800 Corona Del Mar. Those properties are not in the actual Huntington, but feel like it. And you just go straight up Chautauqua and bam, you take a left, you're right there. This is it's probably been put together as a compound because I have a feeling it's the same owner. It went into escrow at the same time. They were asking 10.5 and 16.5. You're going to end up with 54,000 square feet and 2 different but cool structures. So nice compound there. And just stroll down to beautiful ocean and all kinds of fun stuff. Rustic Canyon single family listings. 7 listings on the market in there right now. 9 have sold, 2 are in escrow, and just sold 37 Haldeman. Now this is a 1925 kind of log cabin house. These are cool houses. I sold one of these a few years back. And the coolest thing, you know, it's got just this classic old, you know, log cabin feel about it. And this sold for over $8 million. So that's a good price, all right? And 26,000 square foot lot, not all is flat. You drive up to these and there's a hill behind them, but they kind of command in Rustic Canyon, as it were. And also just went into escrow, 800 Green Tree, the corner of Green Tree and Ranch Lane. This house was beautifully redone, and it's a 5364 square foot house on a 12,000 square foot lot. The asking is $11 million. Let's see where that closes. Single existing homes in the Riviera. 22 active listings in there, so you got a lot to choose from if you want. 16 have sold, 2 are in escrow, And just listed 644 Amalfi Drive. This is kind of a English, Tudorish kind of house. A lot of charm, a lot of the old world thing going on, but it has been updated beautifully. Has views into Santa Monica Canyon, and I like it. I like it because it's move-in and it has views, and it's on the rim of Amalfi. So they're asking $12,250,000. Now it's a 5,300 square foot house. The lot's only 12, it's close to 13. I'm not sure all of that's flat. So it could be just a tad high, but I do like the house a lot. Just went into escrow, or it's been in escrow. 1,600 Casale, a beautiful contemporary home, brand new, 9,000 square foot house, killer views, almost 14,000 square foot lot. The ask on that's 19. Let's see, I think the price isn't too far off of that, I hope, but we'll see when it closes. And let's go to the El Medio Bluffs. We're going to go back west again now. Land listings in the El Medio Bluffs. There are 12 land listings in there. 16 have sold. Just sold 415 El Medio. This is like one house back from Silomar, which is the front row house, right? So, you know, straight ahead views from there. So it doesn't get that, but you get some, you know, related views to that a little bit. 415 sold for 3.3. It's an 8,000 square foot lot, or 449 a square foot. Average price in there 302. So you can see what, you know, that location commands more money. Just went into escrow 425 Puerto del Mar for asking 1,550. It's a 5,326 square foot lot. Let's see where that closes. El Medio Bluffs existing homes. 2 active listings, 3 have sold, just listed. 701 El Medio. Now this is the corner of El Medio and Northfield. So it's nice to have that corner, but it's also right there where the feed for the, down to the high school. So that could get a little busy from time to time. And that's asking $4 million, but I must say the home is really a nice traditional in excellent condition. That's a 3,500 square foot home on a 6721 lot, listed at $3,950. Let's go to the Las Casas Loop land listings. 6 are on the market, 4 have sold. The average in there is 205, just listed. 636 Baylor. That's like 3 or 4 houses in from Sunset. Kind of rimish feeling because you're rimming to Las Pulgas Canyon. Listed at 1,450, so it's a pretty price friendly. 5,700 square foot lot. Let's go to the Marquez Knolls land listings. Pretty active there. 53 listings on the market. But it is a kind of a largest area. 36 have sold, 6 are in escrow. The average price per square foot, $185. Again, that's not exactly scientific because a lot of these are hillside, and so some of that will be unusable. So just sold, 1033 Lockman Lane, and that sold for $1,500. That's a 9,800 square foot lot. This has views, I think. So coming in at $153 a foot. Maybe not all of that's flat, all right? And just sold 1144 Tellum, sold for $2,470, and that is a 30,000 square foot lot. Obviously not all that's flat. Does have nice views, but they were kind of sideways views. And then you go view back into the mountains, which is really nice. And just listed, 860 J Conway for $3 million. Just listed 16810 Glen Drive. That's up at the top of Lockman, and that's listed for $3,600. And just listed 16915 Bollinger for $1,600. That's a flat lot, 6,900 square foot. That's listed at $231 a foot. Could be a little on the high side. Edgar. This is a nice one on Edgar. 16738 Edgar, a 5,400 square footer. Look at this. 1.1 million. Excellent entry level. 202 a foot. And that's it for there. Let's go to Upper El Medio land listings. Okay. 12 active land listings. 7 have sold. And just listed 854 Los Lomas. That's listed for 115. It's right on the corner, I think, of Las Lomas and Anoka. So that's a 7,300 square foot corner lot. Not a bad price on that. 1.5. Highlands land listings. 18 on the market. 11 have sold. 4 are in escrow. Average price 104 a foot. Value unbelievable up there. And just listed 16826 Calle de Seville, Sarah, I should say. It's 12,000 square foot lot. This is a great buy. Look at this, 1.5. You're behind the gates of the summit. You have views. You have a nice size, good size flat lot for 1.5, 121 a foot. Can't beat that. All right, and just listed, just went into escrow, 1588 Chastain Parkway. Look at this. Finally went down to $999 and sold. It's a 6,200 square foot lot. We don't know what it's closing at. 17239 Avenida de la Herradura has been on the market for a minute or two. Finally went down to like a rock bottom, excuse the term, fire sale. $895 went into escrow. That was $11.11 a foot. Highlands existing homes, 15 have sold, 15 are on the market, 10 have sold, 2 are in escrow. Average price up there, almost 2.6. So just sold 17433 Camino de Atasto in the Country Estates behind the 24-hour guard gate. Wow, this was a totally redone house with a pool, 3,270 square feet, sold at $2,655. Whew, I like that. That's a fabulous buy for a move-in house behind guard gates. And just listed 1424 Avenida de Cortez. It's listed for $2,898. It's a 6,000 square foot lot, 2,900 square foot house. Not bad. 17053 Palisades Circle. Here's one for almost $3 million. I feel like this is overpriced. It's very original, 3,670 square feet, 12,000 foot lot, but not all of that's flat. A lot of it's driveway. And Calle de Janela, this has been reduced. Okay, it's at 3.5. That's also behind the Country Estates gates. This is the one I really like. 17193 Avenida de Cortez. This is listed for $2.4 million, 2.5. A 13,000 square foot lot has a paddle court, believe it or not. Has like a 5-car garage. I mean, this is pretty amazing. It needs some work, but you get a lot of extra amenity for that. Let's go to Sunset Mesa land listings. 7 actives, 16 have sold, 8 are in escrow. Average price $189 a foot, and that just listed in there 3754 Malibu Vista, listed at 1,750. 9650 square foot lots on the uphill side of Malibu Vista, so you're going to get some views from the second story there when you get the new house, that is. You've got some existing homes up there right now just sold. 18262 Coastline, that was actually my listing. Sold that for $3,080,000. That has front row views. Did need some work in some various areas there. And just sold 3543 Shore Heights, sold for $3,275. Wow. Okay. That's a great price for that. And let's go to Malibu land listings. You know, I just want to tell you about a few things in there right now real quick. We're going to wrap it up. 20228 Pacific Coast Highway at Big Rock. It's a 34-foot frontage. That's listed at almost $2 million. And the way we measure those, price per square foot of front lot, so it's $58,000 a front foot. Okay, just sold. 21558 La Costa. That's a 36-foot frontage, sold for $5,343 or $150,000 a front foot. Okay, just sold. 21562 PCH. And that's La Costa Beach as well. And that is sold for $4,257 or $157,000 per front foot. La Costa gets more than Big Rock. It's a bigger beach, you know, deeper. It has the beach club there. We have another one just listed on Las Flores, 20832 Las Flores, and that's listed at $2 million. It's a 25-foot frontage or $80,000 per front foot. And lastly, 19222 Pacific Coast Highway, listed at $3 million or $100,000 a foot. That's a 30-foot frontage. I hope this information has been helpful to you, and if you're looking to find your perfect house, I see more property than just about anybody. Or if you're thinking of finding your perfect home, I look at practically every listing, probably more than anybody. Call me, I'd love to help, and thanks for watching.